To use Minitab Express to find an X value given a cumulative area or a probability, you're going to want to go to your Statistics tab, and there's two ways to do this. We could use the CDF option or the distribution plot. For my example, I'm assuming IQ scores are normally distributed with a mean of 100 and standard deviation of 15. And I want to find the IQ score that separates the lower 75% of the scores from the upper 25%. In other words, I'm finding the 75th percentile, or the IQ score that represents the 75th percentile. A percentile is a cumulative area, so we can use the CDF option for this directly. So for the situation where you're given the area or the probability first, you're going to want to select the inverse cumulative distribution. And my input's going to be a single value, not a column of values. And that's going to be 0.75 because I want to find the value that separates the lower 75% from the upper 25%. And I'm assuming IQ scores are normally distributed with a mean of 100 and standard deviation of 15. So I need to change that. Click on OK. Getting rid of the spreadsheet. I'll have the X value be about 110.12. Since I'm shading 75% of the area to the left of this X value, I expected this X value to be greater than the mean of 100. Now, to get a visual of this, we can go to Distribution Plot and scroll to Display Probability. It defaults to normal, but we'll need to change mu and sigma. And this time, our input is a probability. It's going to be a left tail because I want the lower 75% separate from the upper 25%. So I'm shading 75% to the left. And click on OK. So we'll see that this X value is above the mean and 75% is shaded to the left. In other words, this IQ score is the 75th percentile. It separates the lower 75% of IQs from the upper 25%. Now, I didn't realize this in a previous example, but if I want to keep this mu and this sigma but do another problem, I can click on Make Similar. So let's say I want to find the two IQ scores that separate equitably 50%. Okay, I'm just randomly choosing a probability. Okay, so if I have 50% between two X values, okay, so the unshaded area would be 50%. Divided equitably between the two tails, I would have 25% in each tail. So the upper score would again be 110.12 because 75% would be to the left of it. And this score would be close to, an IQ score would be close to 90. So if you want to keep mu and sigma, keep your parameters the same, but change things a little bit, you can use this Make Similar option.